Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. You've had a beautiful week so far. Already thinking about Gameweek 10, which is almost coming. Um, Hope you are all ready for redemption for your Gameweek 9. And yeah, today I'm going to be taking you through transfer tips and also, let's say, my watch list, players I'm watching, and just generally transfer tips. This video is going to help those people who are looking for differentials to go up the rankings, those people who have wildcards and they don't know which players to bring. This video, I hope it helps you. And yeah, and then thank you for all the support I've given the channel. I really appreciate it. So first of all, we're going to start here with Chelsea, um, especially the players who have impressed me so far: Chilwell, Kovacic, and Mount. Chilwell scoring goals, getting assists every match consistently. I think now he's nailed on for that left wing back position, and I think he's performing well. And the Chelsea have easy fixtures on paper: Newcastle, Burnley, and Leicester. Their next three fixtures, and the list continues on. So I think Chelsea Chilwell is a must-have right now. If you can't afford Chilwell, maybe you can go for Reece James, who's also kind of cheaper. Then someone else who has really impressed me is Kovacic, who is the glue of Chelsea, provides assists, and yeah, he can also come out with that odd goal here and there. But especially we watched the Norwich game, he got two assists. He's the glue of the team. He glues the midfield, the defense, and the striking. So I think he's also a good option if you want a cheap Chelsea player. Only 5.3 million. You can't go bad with that. And then the other person is Mount, who also scored a hat trick against Norwich. They play, as I mentioned, they have easy fixtures, and Mount plays up front with Havertz. So because Lukaku and Werner are currently injured, so I think also Mount is a good option if you want cheap Chelsea guys, especially the cheap Chelsea midfielders. So the people I advise you to go for. And then the next team here is Brentford. So Brentford, they have really easy fixtures also: Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle. So the main three players, I think Mbuemo, Alvaro Fernandez, and Ivan Toney. So Mbuemo picked up a knock, but he might be fit for the match against Burnley. Burnley are not good defensively, so you could hope for him and Tony to come in with the goals. Mbuemo is also cheap, 5.6 million. For that price, I think it's a must-have. Another thing about him, he's being put as a midfield, but he plays striking alongside Ivan Toney. They usually assist each other. They usually score goals. So I think that's a good option. The reason I've gone for Alvaro Fernandez is because he's the only remaining keeper for Brentford right now. They don't have any other goalkeeper. Raya is injured, and the other goalkeeper has gone out on loan. Alvaro Fernandez is the only keeper, and with 0.1 ownership, he can be a huge differential because I've seen what Raya does, keeping clean sheet. So Alvaro Fernandez is also a very huge differential because he basically has no ownership at all. So that's one person you can go for if you're thinking of bringing in a goalkeeper. Then finally for the teams, we have Southampton. They've recently changed their formation. That's why they started to perform well. If you watch the match against Burnley, they were attacking more. They managed to score 2 goals, which you don't normally see with Southampton. They have relatively easy fixtures also them: Watford, Aston Villa, and Norwich. So I'll also make a if you want any person a differential pick, you can also go for the Southampton guys. So we have Livramento, 4.4 million. He's a cheap defender who scores goals, get assists. His ownership is high, so maybe not a differential pick there, but he's a good option to have if you're going to put him on the bench or you're going to start him. He always plays, and he is cheap. He's the FPL Landstrom for this season, or like Stuart Dallas for last season. So yeah, Livramento is a good option. The other person I'm also thinking of bringing into my team is Broya or Broha, I can't pronounce his name, from Southampton. He scored 2 goals already in 2 matches. It looks like since the change of system for Southampton, the manager has gone for him. So he also looks like a good option. Differential 1.4 million only. 1.4% ownership only. So he's also a good option to bring him. And then Nathan Redmond also coming into the team since the change of system. So you can also go for him. A good differential, 0.3% ownership. He's also cheap with 5.9. So if you're struggling with midfielders, he's also a good option. As I mentioned, the play easy fixtures. Southampton might not be the most appealing team right now, but I bet that these players here on the screen are going to perform well. And then now we can go to specific positions. If you don't like your specific positions, so it's going to start off with midfielders. We have Emil Smith Rowe for 5.5 million. He's very, very cheap also. He starts every games. He can score goals, gives assists. So I think he's a good option to have. I know Arsenal are not consistent enough for FPL, but you can take a risk with him. It's only 5.5 million. Play Leicester, which is usually a hard fixture, but they have Watford next and then Liverpool, which is also a hard fixture. But the good thing having a 5.5 million midfielder is you can just bench him and bring in someone else who you think is going to perform better than him. Then the other person is Bernardo Silva. He's played a lot of matches for Man City. Pep looks like he trusts him in that box-to-box midfield position. He defends, he attacks, he scores, gives assists. He does everything for them. I think he's played more matches than KDB, so I think he's a very good option. The only thing, he doesn't score a lot of goals, but he's a decent option. He always plays every match also for Man City, which is something you don't see with many Man City players. So he's also a good option. I think you can also say he's a good differential because he's not owned by many people. Yeah, they have Crystal Palace, United, and Everton, which look like easy fixtures for them on paper. And then to finish it off, we have forward options here. We have Huang from Wolves, who is performing better than Jimenez at the moment. Although Jimenez is the one giving assists, Huang is the one scoring goals, and goals give you more points than assists for forwards. So Huang been playing well. Everton, they have Everton, Crystal Palace, and West Ham next, which don't look like hard fixtures for them, and you can hope for Huang to score. 5.7 is a cheap option, instead of having Jimenez, who's 7.5 right now. So you can just downgrade and use the other money to boost your team in other places. So I think Huang is a solid option. Scored, I think, 4 goals already in I think like 5 appearances. So he's a decent option. Then here we have Rodrigo from Leeds. Since Bamford is not fit, Rodrigo is the guy who has been playing. He scored a last minute goal to draw the match, picking up all 3 bonus points. So I think he's also a solid option, especially if they play Norwich next. And you know Leeds usually attacking. I think there'll be too much for Norwich in that game. It also has low ownership for 6.3 million. I think it's a bargain if you want him. Then they play Leicester, who are not good defensively also, so we can use his pace to score goals. Then they play Spurs, who are also not good defensively. So Juan and Rodrigo there for the forward options. If you want to gain ranks, all these players I mentioned in this video, they are not owned by a lot of people. Maybe like 1 or 2 are owned by almost everyone. So you can go for those options who are not owned by a lot of people. So that will be the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you have gotten a thing or two that you can use to boost your team for to get higher rankings. And if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you also like the video. Looking to get 10 likes. Let me also know in the comments which players you think of bringing in, which players you're watching, and which players have gone under the radar this season and are performing very, very well. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all guys later.